Hi, my name is Grant Murphy. I am interviewing for the position of financial analyst with Vanderbilt University Medical Center. So the role summary is develops, analyzes, and conducts financial analysis to assess the viability of financial plans and programs under occasional guidance. Develops financial statements, compensation analysis, financial packages, and presentations for various projects. So the first question, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? So like I said, I'm Grant Murphy. I'm a recently graduated student, or I guess ex-student now, from the University of Mississippi. Went there all 4 years. Love my time here. Grew up in Mississippi my whole entire life. Always been a Mississippi boy. That's really about it. So number two, how did you hear about the position? I found the position on Indeed.com. I've been looking for various other openings on many other job posting sites as well. Number three, what do you know about our company? Well, Vanderbilt Medical Center is one of the most prestigious medical centers in the United States, especially in the Southeast. Vanderbilt is an amazing school overall, and they have a very prestigious medical school as well. Very interested in working in the medical field. This would be a great opportunity to kind of expand my knowledge on that. Just to gain as much knowledge as I can in different areas that could possibly help me out down the road. Number four, why do you want this job? Well, I just spent the last 4 years preparing to make it into the real world, so I spent that long on a degree, and I'm ready to get out into the real world and just start gaining as much knowledge as I can. Number five, why should we hire you? Well, I believe I am qualified for this position. I've kept up a great GPA throughout college. I'm a hard worker, very, very dedicated. Although this is an entry-level job, I'm very enthusiastic for any opportunity to gain knowledge through in any way I can. Number six, what are your greatest professional strengths? Like I said, I do believe I'm a very hard worker. I do like having everything planned out, so I'm very detail-oriented. A lot of times I don't like deviating from a schedule, but also when the time comes, I'm able to adapt and kind of move on. Number seven, what do you consider to be your weakness? So I guess, like I just mentioned before, it could be a strength and a weakness. I do like sticking to a schedule very tightly. Sometimes I kind of struggle if something breaks my schedule or breaks my routine, and I've got to learn kind of how to just kind of roll with the flow. Number eight, tell me about a challenge or conflict you faced and how you dealt with it. I guess really moving to college was probably a big conflict, a big challenge. I went to a really small high school. I only graduated with 72 people, and then I come to Mississippi State where there's 3,000 people in one class, in one grade. So that was just kind of a big adjustment for me, is kind of learning how to do time management. That was the biggest thing I found in college is time management skills. It's really important to get everything laid out, make sure you have everything stay on top so you don't get behind with anything. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years, hopefully I'll be gained a lot of knowledge in the financial analyst field. I hope to be working with a merging and acquisition company. I would like to do a buy-side merging and acquisition for big companies. So I've been able to look into that in my time during college and work with a few firms in Madison. And so hopefully that's where I'm at in 5 years. So number 10, what is your dream job? Kind of like I said, number 9, I want to be a financialist for a merging and acquisition firm. I'm really interested in the world of business in that area because you can make lots of strong connections, good networking opportunity, meeting with other business owners and CEOs and CFOs, and just kind of really branching yourself out there to make a brand for yourself. It's really easy to network when all you do is deal with various companies every day. What other companies are you interviewing with? I am also looking at a financial advisor in Knoxville, Tennessee called Patriot Investment. I've been talking with them. I've got to visit with them my time during college and even high school too. So that's another one that I'm going to be interviewing with. Number 12, what are you looking for in this position? Well, like I said, I'm just looking to gain any knowledge. This will be my first job out of college. I'm excited to get into the workforce, excited to learn anything I can from anyone that's willing to give that to me. Number 13, what type of work environment do you prefer? I do like a family oriented, family style, where everyone's kind of included. I don't want just to walk into a cubicle where I don't even know the person next to me. Like I like to kind of introduce myself to everybody and feel kind of like involved and feel that I'm making a difference in the company. What is your management style? Number 14. Okay, so I am. I would prefer hands on. I don't like a boss to just kind of let me go with the flow. I like to be told what to do so I can execute that task, um, with no question. That's just the way I like it. I don't really like someone who's not going to be on me, not just going to be lackadaisical. I like to be pressured and like make sure I'm doing the right thing. So 15. Tell me about a time you exercised leadership. Well, I was the captain of all my sports teams in high school. That's kind of really where I started to gain my leadership foundation. Um, I was the catcher for my high school baseball team, and that's like the quarterback of the baseball team. You have to be able to lead. You have to be able to perform for your teammates. You got to be somebody they can count on. You got to keep them up when we're losing, and you got to hype them up when we're winning. So that's a big role. That's kind of really where I learned my basis of my leadership was through sports in high school. 16. Tell me about a time you disagreed with a decision that was made and how you responded. Well, a lot of times, unfortunately, I can be stubborn sometimes, but also um, there have been, as I've grown, as I've kind of gotten older, I've realized that in order to make a team work, you got to be a team. You can't just be an individual. So I was really able to develop that a lot in my early stages in college and in high school. I've really kind of started to work on being more adaptive to others and rather like not thinking I'm right all the time, even though I may be. Sometimes you got to kind of bite the bullet and admit you're wrong. Number 17, how would others describe you? I've always been the nice guy. I think that other people believe I'm friendly. I describe myself, and usually people describe me as a social butterfly. Um, I can pretty much be friends with anybody. I can talk my way out of anything, smooth talker. So, 18, how do you deal with pressure or stressful situations? Well, I believe that there's an amount of stress and amount of pressure that no one can take. So sometimes, of course, you're going to crack under pressure, but a lot of times, all I do is try to stop and like take a deep breath and kind of stand back and just be like, what can I control? You have to control the things you can control, because if you stress too much over things you can't control, you're going to get yourself worked up about something that you can't even fix. So really, you just got to step back and realize what you can control in the situation. What are your salary requirements? I don't have any salary requirements. This is my first job, so I'm negotiable on that end. I'd love to work with any possible opportunity I have and kind of see what fits best for the both of us. Number 20, what do you like to do outside of work? Outside of work, I'm an outdoorsman. I love the outdoors. I love to hunt. I love to fish. Those are my biggest two things that I do probably during my free time. I'm also a big sports fan. I love watching college football. It's probably my favorite thing. But yeah, big hunting in the outdoors is probably my favorite thing to do outside of the office. 21, if you were an animal, which one would you want to be? I've always enjoyed orca whales. I think it's pretty cool how they can use the whole ocean to their advantage. They can just go wherever they want to, and they're fierce. They're killers. They got that killer instinct. So I think that's where what I would want to be as an orca whale. How many tennis balls can you fit into a limousine? Well, I believe that really depends on how big the limousine is, but I guess I would have to say an average limousine, I could probably fit about 600 to 700 in there. 23, are you planning on having children? Yes, eventually, not anytime soon. Two at the max, 1 to 2 would probably be good. That's what I'm looking for, but honestly, I don't know yet. Things can change as I get older and get married. 24, what do you think we could do better or differently in our company? Um, well, as I'm not extremely familiar with the interworkings of the company, that's hard for me to answer there. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't had opportunity to kind of see the inner workings of the company, so I can't really comment on that. 25. Do you have any questions for us? Yes, I do. I was gonna say that what's some things that y'all look for in a new employee if I were to get the job. Um, what I'd be moving to Nashville. How is that gonna be? How's that gonna work out? Me moving up there. Is there ways to fit in, stuff like that. Just really like what's the best attitude to take into a new job with y'all's firm, because everybody's different. So a lot of times you don't really know what to expect coming in. So I guess off the bat, if I were to become a new employee, then that would probably be the biggest thing is what should I expect. So again, thank you. I am Grant Murphy from Madison. This has been my interview.